Right. Hello, Folmers. I see you have already appeared in chat. You're very welcome for the VIP badge. It is well deserved. I mean, I probably would not be continuing to do this if it wasn't for your support. Hello, Stephen, and your working lurk. Assuming... Oh, apparently my audio is muted. Assuming you can actually stick to your lurk this time. You have developed a reputation. It's an enjoyable reputation, because you're always fun to talk to. But perhaps focus on your work, not on me. I don't think I'm that important. Out. Well, that didn't take long. I didn't actually check what that command is. Cosmix set me up with some new commands. Give me a second. Let me see if I can remember what it was. There we go. So we can finally keep count of the number of times I've come crashing to the ground because I can't fly. Mango, hello. How are you? I'm sorry, Stephen Thomas. I haven't actually asked how you both are. I've just gone on complete other tangents. That's not a great opening to the stream. So how are you both? Yes, Please get some sleep. I am not more important than your exam. Please make sure you get plenty of rest. Um, Especially if it's an important exam. If it's an important exam, it's even more vital that you get some sleep. I am probably not the sort of person who should be criticising you for lack of sleep. I have a terrible sleep schedule, um, which I'm sure Fulmers and Stephen can probably attest to. Yeah, 10 hours. Yes and no. They do say that 8 hours is the best amount of sleep you can get, but if your body's used to 10 hours, then 10 hours is probably going to be better for you. Just due to what your brain and the rest of your body's used to. If it's used to getting more rest, then suddenly getting less rest is not going to do it any favours. Dealing with my weekly headache. Well, that sucks about the headache, but I mean, if it's a weekly one, at least you know how to handle it, I guess. Which is more than can be said whenever I get a headache. Because I just sit there trying to figure out, why have I got a headache? It's nothing to do with the fact that I spend my entire time off work staring at a computer screen, and then my entire time at work in a hot room not getting enough liquids in me under harsh lights. It's definitely nothing to do with that. It's a complete and utter mystery why I've always got a headache. I could probably take better care of myself in such a physically strenuous job. But here we are! Is the image seeming a bit blurry to you as I move around? It's feeling a bit more blurry than normal. I'm not sure if something has decided to change itself without me realising. Had headaches my whole life, so it's another Monday. At least you're used to it? Question? I can't imagine that makes it a whole lot more fun, but at least it... Yeah, at least you'll have a way to manage it. I'm assuming. I'm making a lot of assumptions here about how you manage your own personal health. I'm not quite sure why. But assumptions and me go hand in hand, which not the best habit. Don't make assumptions, people. You make an ass of you and me. Yeah, I don't think I put a family-friendly tag on this stream. I'm really hoping I haven't, because I'm terrible at remaining family-friendly. I'm far too quick to speak my mind. And people wonder why I don't like talking to customers. Because you can't speak your mind. You have to actually be polite. Who wants to be polite to someone who's rude to you? Why would anyone put themselves through that? I say no full well that all my front of house colleagues do exactly that. Yeah, well that's the thing, Fulmers. Like most jobs have you staring at a computer screen, and then if this is the sort of thing you do in your spare time, whether that be gaming or watching streams or watching YouTube, then you're going to be staring at, if not a computer screen, then maybe a phone screen or a tablet screen quite a lot. You're not going to be doing yourself any favours, but it's what you enjoy, so I suppose as long as you're sensible about it, like with most things. I need some smooth stone, because I don't want to leave a cave. Granted, it's full of water, so it's not like much is going to spawn. Technically, that wasn't a fall, that was a crash. I'm not going to count that. That was something separate. Can I make it? Can I make it? Well, sort of. It was a bit of a hot landing there, but I didn't take any damage. Wow. That one I do normally take damage on. Right, stone, stone, stone. Stone of the stone variety, here we are. That was a close one. I'm not quite sure how I didn't manage to take off there, but I didn't. I'm sorry, is that a... What is going on here? Is that a cliff or is that a chunk? F3 and G? That's chunk borders, right? No, that is not a chunk. That is not a chunk error because it's... I'm going to let someone else keep track of the full command because otherwise I'm going to be constantly tabbing out of the stream. This is genuinely just a random, completely sheer cliff. How have I never seen this? And why is it so baffling? This is... Minecraft world generation. You gotta love it. Right, can I make this landing? I actually made that one, yay. I need to invest in a party blower sound or something similar, just for when I do something mundane that I think deserves cheering for. Which admittedly is most things I do. I tend to celebrate the mundane. But why wouldn't you? Everyone else celebrates the big stuff, so someone needs to celebrate the mundane stuff. Just whilst I'm down here, let's put a torch in. Alternatively, let's go to bed. Thank you, Folmers. That's my beacon box. I don't need that one. I need that one. There we go. Danger Ice, hello! How are you, Dan? Good to see you as always. I made that sound like it's not good to see Stephen or Folmers or Mango, but it absolutely is. It's great to see all of you. I mean, I'm not sure why you're here when you could be literally anywhere else, but here we are. There. 64 blocks of stone does not get you as far as you might expect. It sounds like such a big number until you place it all down. Which leads me on to my next question of how many blocks are in the Temple of Ascension, Stephen? Because I do not know how long it took you to get all that stone. I appreciate that automatic stone generators are a thing, but still, that's a lot of stone. And of course, some of it is mossy or cracked, and I'm pretty sure you can't craft cracked stone unless there's something on the Citadel that lets you. And I am aware that I'm asking questions of the guy who's lurking and trying to work, so I'm probably not contributing in a positive light to the whole Stephen, focus on your job situation here. Sorry, Stephen. I'll place a stair block in your honour as an apology. You know, this might actually go by a lot. If you cook bricks, do they? That's a thing? How long's that been a thing? You're not having me on, are you, Folmers? Is that... Oh, you carved back a mountainside. Okay, that would help. Folmers, are you messing with me? I swear that's not... We're doing this because there's a small part of me that's wonders if you're just trying to have a joke at my expense. How long? When was that added? Stone bricks up here. Stone bricks. This is genuine. Well, they're smelting, so that's something. Oh my goodness. What? The... How long has this feature been in the game? I knew about adding vines to make the mossy variants, but how long have you been able to smelt and make the cracked variant? Because I've been thinking I'm going to have to find a stronghold that's super far out. But I mean, this is going to make building the temple, well, temple, castle, pyramid, whatever you want to call it, El Callisto. This is going to make building it a lot easier because I was going to want cracked stone bricks, but 55 was not going to be enough. Admittedly, I don't have much, but you can craft stone bricks, so I'm not too worried about that. But what? I, I, it must have been recently. I say that like I actually know what was added in 1.14, other than it being the village and pillage update. I don't actually know all the minute changes, but that must be a recent thing. Well, that's a time saver sorted. And back to digging up and replacing dirt. I think the main thing is going to be removing that hill. I'm going to have to stop up this cave. How deep down does it go? Ooh. Well, I'm certainly not going to try and fill this entire cave because we'll be here all night. But I might as well try and light most of it up, just to be on the safe side. There we go. It does dead end, so that's... I can't stop myself. I see ores, I have to mine ore when I see it. I have no need, especially for coal of all things. I have all the coal that I could possibly need. And yet, here we are. Did those blocks drop down? Yeah, they did. Yes, I know that block probably wasn't 0, but I do not care. I still exist in the whole mentality of light level 7. I'm probably not going to grow out of that anytime soon. Anyone else like that? We know it's light level 0 now for mobs in the overworld, but you're still lighting up areas that look like they might be below light level 7, just on the off chance. Just on the off chance there's a bug. Well, it's not even a bug, it's just habit in this case. And also, I can see. Also, bats. They are useless. They serve literally no purpose except to tell you, I think it's what, like level 4 that they spawn? 3 or 4? They're just irritating. Hence why I have friendly creatures muted. There. How are you still alive? There we go. See, no drops, no XP, nothing. What is the point in bats? Somebody please enlighten me as to the point of bats. I'm assuming they have a reason to exist. Mojang aren't in the habit of adding completely redundant features. There's usually a reason for stuff. Whether or not it's a good reason is up to the community. But there's usually a reason. Is it? 1.8. 1.8. It was added. Okay, Farmers, next question. When was 1.8? Because if it was a while ago, then I'm going to be very disappointed that I didn't already know this. New vampire. New vampire. Well, just if they gave a semi-decent drop. The Buffy update. 2014. 2014. What was I doing in 2014, like, gamer-wise? Was I started playing 1.2.5, which was 2012. I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of an existential crisis about Minecraft game. 2014... I think 2014 was when I started to kind of fall off Minecraft. I wasn't playing it quite as much, which might explain why I didn't know about that feature. But I'm surprised I haven't learnt about it since. Like, I heard about the vines, I learnt about the vines, but I had not heard about this cooking stone bricks. And I never thought to try it. I don't know why I never thought to try it. But well, enjoy the luck, Fulmers. I have been rendered almost speechless. Not quite speechless, though, I'm afraid. So you're going to still have to deal with my dulcet tones and me forgetting to have a drink. Hello, Aldebar. How are you, my friend? I hope you are doing well. I was very sorry that I missed the cooking stream. I still need to try and catch the VOD of that. Because cooking, I mean, seriously. It's like it was made for me. Well, the crackstone bricks, Dan. No, I haven't used them, to be perfectly honest. I haven't had reason to, but I also don't use glazed terracotta. I know how to make that. There'll be more of them. Excellent. Well, if you could kindly do one next week, that would be perfect, because that's when I'm off work all week. Is it getting dark? Sort of. I'm filling up this water source. I'm probably going to dig it all back out again. Yeah, I need to put my bed back down. Right, that's that. You know, I normally have this just set up somewhere. I don't know why I haven't got this set up. Come on! Hello, parrot. Would you like some seeds? Oh. Well, that was unnecessarily rude. I don't have any more seeds to give you. There we go. Now, parrot, you stay there. Seeds. Seeds. I might already have a blue parrot. I don't know if I do or not. Right. If this isn't enough seeds, then I'm going to go and get some cocoa beans instead. Come on, parrot. How? Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Rats, it's cookies. I can't. It's cookies, isn't it, that poison them, not the cocoa beans. No one tell Cosmic. She'll probably have my head. Actually, Cosmic's flowers would cost. Do people think Cosmic's going to be upset that I killed a parrot? What am I saying? Of course she will. It's a parrot. Right, they're not quite chickens, but it's still it's something Cosmic likes that I willingly killed. I mean, sent to a better place. Do you think that excuse will fly? I know. I'll just have to keep my mouth shut. An incredibly difficult task. Probably be doing them regularly though. Probably every 2 weeks. More to go. Fantastic. We'll hopefully be able to catch some at some point then. Lord knows when, but at some point. One of my colleagues in the kitchen has handed in his 4-week notice. So he leaves towards the end of February. We have had... I got there in the end. We have had 0 applications for a new chef. So we're actually having to call in one of the bar managers, who admittedly is a trained chef, but he's also our bar manager. We're having to pull him into the kitchen just so we have enough kitchen staff. You'd think that we were still in lockdown with the amount we were struggling at the minute. It's getting kind of ridiculous. Like, no one wants to work as a chef anymore. I can't say I blame them. It's not a fun job. Well, no, that's bad phrasing. It is a fun job. It's a very physically and mentally demanding job. I'm trying to get to affiliate. I can only stream once a week most of the time, just because I don't have time to stream. I have had it suggested that I should just stream for half an hour after I get home, but unless it's a wandering trader, Cosmic will give you grief for killing it. Right. I did not kill that pigeon. That pigeon? It's a pigeon now. I didn't kill that parrot. That parrot spontaneously combusted, and I just happened to be stood next to it with my sword out. There was nothing I could have done. I had no water on me. Are we all clear? That's the story we're going with. I mean, I'm also destroying a lot of flowers, but at the very least I can replant. I don't know why I filled up that hole over here. I think I'm just going to dig it all back out again. I should have dug it up here first. Ooh, coal. I'll mine that in a second when I get to that map. This is very satisfying. I don't know what it is, but there's something about insta-mining that's just incredibly satisfying. Although the noise does get a bit much. There we go. I apologise if the game audio is too loud. If it is, please tell me. I will turn it down. I'm not trying to make you suffer through it. I swear. I would never do such a thing. There we go. This might actually be more difficult than I had anticipated. I had honestly thought it was going to be like... I figured this would be like a quick hour's job, maybe. And then I'd be done. I may have miscalculated by a significant margin. Just realised just how not flat this area is. The only reason I picked it was because it wasn't quite as densely populated with trees. But maybe I would have been better off picking a denser but flatter area. No, don't replace those dirt blocks until you know you need them there, Hunter. Don't have my beacon set up, so I don't have insta-mine for stone. I could go and get the beacon, but that feels like a waste of time. I reckon by the time I've gone and got my beacon and brought it back here and set it up, I could have just mined it all out by hand without insta-mine. I could be wrong, but I suspect I'm not, because I have to actually get underground, and then I'd have to move it back as well, because I still need it over there. What? Why are there 3 beacon beams? I swear there's only meant to be 2. I think I'm going insane. Because I don't know how many beacons I own, apparently. Huh. No, there are meant to be 3 beacons there. The 4th beam here is my haste beacon. The others, I think, are all jump boost. Why do I have two so close to each other, though? I should only need two. I don't know my own base, apparently. I've had that base for almost a year now, and I don't actually know its layout. Also, just realised I'm out of fireworks, so... Ooh. Looks like we're going on a server tour later. I can show you Minipax's base. Well, part of it. Hello, Ginger. Thank you for the pants. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I've amassed quite the collection, apparently, because you keep throwing them at me. How are you doing today, Ginger? And I hope the answer is well. Thank you for the host, Ginger. You didn't need to do that, but thank you. That noise still confuses me, because it's the one I hear the least. Oh, my inventory's actually full. Who'd have thought that digging up a load of blocks would have resulted in a full inventory, right? It's a complete shocker. Right. I need to try and make this look relatively organic. And I also need to tell Minipax that I'm live. I will tell him in a second. I have no idea if the microphone's picking that up. I apologise if you've just heard the very loud stomping of my family going past my bedroom. They should know I'm streaming, but that doesn't make them consider it. I don't think my parents actually understand what it is. Put that one... that's passable. I enjoy terraforming to an extent, but that doesn't mean I'm very good at it. Right. I am actually procrastinating telling someone I'm live. I don't know. Can I... I am not familiar... I need to pay more attention to chat. They are not good for the digestive system. Yes, I gathered that. Thank you, Ginger. There we go. Wow, that got dark quick. How do we say that? How do I say that out loud? How do I read your message? I need to be able to read the message. Hugus? Is that what we're saying? Hugus? Is it in red, Hugus? You do sure love your typos, Ginger. And I'm never quite sure which ones are intentional. I'm assuming this one is. I can see it spells hugs. I'm not quite that helpless, thankfully. But still. I'm trying to pronounce it with the misspelling. So, let's go for Hugus. Okay, Fulmers. I'm sorry, Ginger. I'm blaming you for a typo that you didn't even start. Although I'm still holding you perfectly accountable for the Nered thing on Pix's channel. You deserve to be held accountable for that. This is why people encourage you to proofread nowadays. Although it's far more fun if you don't. Some are genuine, but some aren't. Okay. I'm gonna have to try and learn which ones are and aren't, just for my own sanity. See, here's the main issue. I don't actually know what level I want to be at. I hadn't got that far. I think the best bet is if we bring this layer up a level and then match everything else to that layer. Just pick up these entities that are probably lagging people. I should really switch food sources. Baked potatoes are not a good food source. Just me not paying attention and typo big too fast. It's Pix's channel, so I can't say I'm surprised. You've got a lot going on. As Pix says, he has a reasonably active chat. I'd say it's reasonably active with 500 people or so. So I'd say that's reasonably active. How far are we stretching the definition of reasonably active? Because an argument could be made that my chat's reasonably active. It's just reasonably active with like 4 people. I feel like you're doing this to me on purpose now. Enter before I check this. Yep, I sometimes subconsciously just go and hit enter. Like, I've typed the message, that must be correct because I typed it, hit enter. Yeah, I didn't type that correctly at all. Yeah, that's true, well over 1,000. But that's what happens when you're a popular YouTuber. You have an audience, and a large one. Sometimes I'm actually surprised it's only 1,000, but apparently it is. Although I suspect part of it would probably be higher if it weren't for you and the other mods just shutting down anyone who even remotely messes up. Well, no, messes up implies it's a mistake, and it's very often not a mistake. It's very often incredibly intentional. Whether or not it's malicious, that's not the same thing, but you know, I'm destroying all these vines. I'm probably going to need them, and I do have a vine farm, but it is not very fast, and I have no idea if it's loaded at the minute. I don't know how chunk loading works. Dan, is that a question you're asking me? Are you asking when I'm going to join Hermitcraft? Because even if I got invited, no, absolutely not. If you're asking Pix, then insert command response here because I don't actually know what the command says when it's used in chat. But I assume they're new people. I assume that it's not people who asked in one stream and then didn't get the answer they wanted to hear, so they asked again in another, like in a later stream. Or it's people who don't actually read chat. It's people who just show up to ask that question and then leave when they get told off. Which, let's face it, Pixel Rifts is already an honorary Hermitcraft member. Just about every single thing I see online that talks about the Hermitcraft members lists him and Zloy as hangers-on almost. And I don't know why I'm explaining this to you guys. You already know perfectly well what Pixel's stance on joining Hermitcraft is. I don't think I need to be stating it all over again to you. I thought that question was when is Hermitcraft Season 9 starting? Well, that is another question. I'm sure Pix has the answer. He must do. Why wouldn't he know when Season 9 is starting? I mean, he's like the expert on all things Hermitcraft. Do you think Zoid suffers from the same problems? Because I know Eli Beatmaker's just kind of lent into it and like been doing all those conspiracy theories, heavy air quotes, about when it's going to start. But I don't really follow Zloy on Twitter or Twitch or YouTube, so I don't know if his like chat and comment section is just filled with, when are you going to join Hermitcraft? When's Hermitcraft Season 9 coming? In answer to that second question, probably February would be my guess, based on what we've heard. He has a much smaller audience and he insults them constantly. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, if that's the kind of relationship you have with your audience? When I type in chat, someone or something steals at least one word. Context? I'm assuming that's going back to the typos thing from us, which I'm going to guess was stream delay. No, I just wanted to break one block. Okay, so much. I take back what I said about Instamind being like satisfying. It's quite irritating there. I don't know many other streamers who. Oh. Oh. At least it's just rain. I was waiting for a crack of thunder there because knowing my luck, it would. I would say at least it's just rain, and then I have mixed feelings only when it happens and it's not what I wanted to happen. If I want it to happen, I love it. If I don't want it to happen, it's very inconvenient. It's why on Creative Worlds I tend to wander around with a sword in my hand. I believe. Well, I've said that like I know what I'm talking about. I carry a sword around, but I also don't often punch things, so I don't actually know if the sword is the item that I'm supposed to be carrying. I'm fairly certain it's a sword that prevents you from breaking things in creative mode. At least it used to be, I think. Whether or not they've changed it, I mean, you can smelt stone bricks to make crackstone bricks, apparently. So, who knows? Yeah. I can actually show you what one of the main problems I have is. I have no idea if it even makes an effect. Is this is my silk touch one. Doesn't really matter. So, when I harvest, or if someone could update the fall counter, that would be fantastic. And I will climb back up. Up the dizziness stairs. Right, where was it? Ah, yes. So when I'm gathering all my crops, I use fortune, as many people do. Thank you, Stephen. I have no idea if it actually affects cocoa beans, but I tend to fortune my cocoa beans. Or at the very least, even if I forget to fortune them, I'm using an axe. Like, I'm using an axe to break them. It breaks them immediately. However, if I'm not paying attention, and I just swipe down like this. See what I mean? If I'm not paying proper attention and I just like swing my arm up as I break them, I just destroy the pillar. And I do it here in this one, and I do it. You can't see it from where I'm. Hold on. I do it down there as well. I just smash up my base. I mean, I don't normally have my axe in my inventory. I normally leave it in my shulker box, but when I do have it in my inventory, as now, it tends to cause damage because I live in a wooden base. I wouldn't live in a wooden base if it weren't for the fact that fire spread was switched off, because it currently most certainly is, and I like it that way. That technically wasn't me falling, that was just me clipping a tree, which is still painful, I'm sure. Right. Let's focus on these random little islands first. Excuse me. No ghost blocks welcome here. insta-breaking, it would be nice if... The thing is, axes don't even insta... It's not even an insta-break. Like, that's not insta-mining. If I click that dirt block, it just gets removed. However, if I just click the log... Okay, that time it actually did it. Huh. You do have to hold it for a short amount of time. Not very long, but... It's not quite insta-mine. But it's a short enough break window that it's very easy to do. And when you live in a wooden base, it's annoying. Though I can't imagine what it's like to live in a stone base if you've got a haste 2 beacon. Because, again, not inst... I should really be using my fortune pickaxe. I've got plenty of stone. I don't need more stone. Ender chest is over there. I'll go and grab it. Because right now, I really don't need more stone. I'm having to convert my main stone storage into shulker boxes of stone because I've got so damn much of it. There we go. Ooh, that needs repairing. Oh well, it'll be fine. It's mostly dirt. Here we are. Although this does mean my inventory is now going to fill up even faster because it's got different stacks of things. Alright. Just switch back for a bit because I'm actually quite an impatient person when I'm mining stone. Especially when I know I could be insta-mining it. So let's just do the quick and satisfying one for a second. And then we'll go back. How I ever got through on just diamond pickaxes, I honestly don't know. Because I used to hate trying to do enchanting. And I also didn't fight the wither. I didn't get a beacon. I just lived on purely on diamond picks. And I have no idea how I ever did it. Diamond picks now, like plain old diamond picks, are just so slow. I don't know how I ever put up with them. And yet I did. Right. If I just go to here. Just digging more holes lower than I actually mean to. Yeah, but even with bundles, it's not going to... Actually, I suppose the seeds, the flowers, the feathers, the cocoa beans, they could all go into one bundle. But at the same time, I don't... Next Scrick. Or hello, as we say. No, as we normally say. What was that entrance? I don't know why I find that so funny. Forgotten King. Why King Richard? Just out of curiosity, why specifically King Richard? He's not exactly known for being a particularly popular king. In fact, he's quite a notorious one. So why specifically him? I mean, he's not King John, so we've got that, but he's got that going for him. But still, the stories told about him. Whether or not they're true is another matter. But whoops. Yes, let us admire this grass block. Isn't it beautiful? See how the pixels change very slightly in colour and brightness. And oh look, we have a block of dirt next to it, with random grey pixels to replicate the stones. That concludes Block Talk. I appreciate the name was terrible, but I came up with it on the spot, and that's the best I got, so deal with it. Yes, Ginger, at least you just throw knickers. Honestly. um, it doesn't break me quite as much. Admittedly, it did when I first saw the emote, because I was not expecting that emote, but now I'm just used to it because it's your standard entrance. King Richard. Cole. Nope, I'm going to go... I'm holding my fortune pickaxe, which I'm sure most people think is probably the correct pickaxe, but not for me. I have to silk touch all my ores. You need to get a new emote and switch things up a bit. Um, hmm. I have no idea if that was a request for suggestions, but I'm now trying to think of emote ideas for you. I have no idea whatsoever, because I am not really an emote person. I'm still trying to think in the background of what emotes I could have. Although I'm still liking my work colleague's suggestion of Chibi Cthulhu. Just because of the break message. The Be Right Back message mentions the meaningless void of existence. Seems like a perfect place to put a Chibi Cthulhu. Well, you've already got several amazing emotes, so you almost certainly will. I wanted to try and think of one of your emotes at random there and just claim that it wasn't an amazing emote, but they all really are. And they all fit your channel really well, so... If you could just give me some hints on how to come up with good emotes, that would be absolutely fantastic. I would say I'd be forever in your debt, but I'm pretty sure I already am, so it would be redundant. Right. No, that's stone. I don't want stone. I'm not. I don't think I've actually seen. Is that Derpy Bacon? It is Derpy Bacon. Oh well, at least I can recognise Derpy Bacon when I'm looking at it. Sorry, I needed to have a drink, otherwise Cosmic will have my head. And she's not even here. Which means I'll get an apology tomorrow morning, almost certainly, of saying that she felt like she's very sorry that she missed my stream, but she was asleep or she was busy. Can someone please tell me of a person with more positivity and happiness than Cosmic? Please. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you for that. I'm trying to sing Cosmic's praises here. You're not making it any easier. And I do wish to say that everyone else deserves all the praise as well, because it is not just Cosmic who makes everything super wonderful and positive. It is all of you. And it's been about a year since I really started. My job here is not to make things easier for you. Oh, I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that. But I am trying to sing your praises too, Ginger, so shush! It has been about a year since I really properly got involved in everyone's communities, and you have all been awesome. I don't have another way of putting it. You have all been absolutely fantastic. And I don't think, whilst I've been in your streams, or with you in other people's streams, in the case of those of you who don't stream, I have not been able to be sad, even if I felt like utter crap when I arrived. Ginger, I just always feel better. Honestly, there isn't really another way of putting it. I just always feel better when I'm around you guys. I'm sending virtual hugs your way too, Stephen. I do wish to make that clear. You're getting all the hugs as well. I wish I could catch more of your streams. Unfortunately, time zones are the thing. Thank you, Ginger. I do wish to make it clear again. I am any hugs that people send me, I am returning them. I'm not just sat here awkwardly accepting the hug. I am returning the hug. I think this space is going to be enough. Once I clear out that bit over there, I reckon that'll be big enough. It doesn't need to be massive. I'm not completely bonkers. Just mostly bonkers. I mean, it took me the entirety of lockdown to build a castle that it was probably about... I don't know, actually. It might have been about the same size. But I wasn't doing it exclusively on stream. I was doing it almost every day, as opposed to for 2 to 3 hours a week. So, that's probably going to have an impact. That's that bit done. Go and demolish this bit, just so I can actually get a better idea of the footprint. Footprint. Silly hunter. The temples don't have teeth. The douche nozzle who thinks it's funny to knock on my door at 1 AM and wake up the house and run away. I don't have a, like, bleeping button, so I'm very sorry, but you're about to hear me just say the word bleep. But what an utter bleep! And yes, I know bleep sounded weird there, but I honestly didn't know how else to say it. To make it clear that I wanted to swear there, but I wanted to use a very, very bad swear word there. I may be family-friendly Jason, but I am absolutely not that... No, that's too far. Also, I think there is now a Jason command as well. I'm not 100% certain exactly what... Cosmic added a few commands. She only told me about the fall one, and I only checked very briefly what else she'd added. I think there's a Jason one of some form. Jason says hello, I'm sure. You know what? Let's just take 30 seconds. Just so you're not staring at my chat. Instead, you're staring at the pause menu. I'm just going to pull up my Nightbot and see what our new commands are. We do have a Jason command. And honestly, that is actually quite appropriate for McScrugan's situation. I do wonder what family-friendly Jason thinks about this. He probably thinks the same as me, just in a much politer manner. I can't speak for everyone in chat, though, from what people are saying, that they're all good. I am doing well, though, McScrugan. I hope, apart from this douche nozzle disturbing your sleep, you're doing all right. Why would people enjoy doing stuff like that? Like, I've never understood people who enjoy actively being mean or, like, destructive to others. Like, why? What's so enjoyable about it? Like, it just... It confuses the hell out of me, because why would you enjoy causing someone else, not even pain necessarily, but like just inconvenience and irritation? Like, what's the logic? Why can't we all just get along? And I appreciate that that's a big ask for a lot of people, but seriously, like, what is the problem with just generally being a decent person? Like, is it that hard? Is it that hard for some people? Like, like, I honestly do not know, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, there must be an explanation for why people behave the way they do that is beyond they're just utter bleeps. Um, yeah, I'm going to keep saying the word bleep because I don't have a bleep noise effects thing. But still, what, what is wrong with people? I don't want to be that, like, super negative, but I feel this is something I need to bring up just to, like, just in case people hadn't heard. But I woke up this morning, I checked Twitter, and I've got a recommended tweet from Ant Venom, who I don't follow on Twitter. I have never watched any of his content, and the only reason it's recommended to me is because it fit into the Minecraft and video games tags, which Twitter obviously knows that I'm interested in. And it was a retweet of something someone else had posted, basically calling a different Minecraft YouTuber out. And I don't know if any of you've seen this, but holy crap. I used to enjoy his content, and I almost feel dirty for having watched his videos. And I couldn't quite believe what was being said in this, like, tweet. It just, is it just me, or does the world seem to be going backwards in just the current state of things? Like, stuff just seems to be getting worse, not better, which is not how planet Earth is supposed to work. Well, I'm glad it's not just me. Just, it is very hard to remain positive about everything when everything around... Someone update the 4 counter, please. Yeah, it's very hard to update. Oh, God, I'm getting my words muddled. It's very hard to just remain positive about things when there's not a lot that you see to be positive about. I know there's positive stuff happening, but that's not the stuff we're hearing about. Like this year, it's Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee. She will have been Queen of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth for the past 70 years. 70 years this year. And that's the longest we've ever had a monarch on the throne. It's almost the longest reigning monarch, period. I don't think it is quite yet. I think there's like a Thai emperor who just beats her slightly, like by 5 years or something. But that's not what is in the news. Not the fact that this amazing woman, now whether or not you agree with the monarchy is moot here. This woman has been, like, she's 95. She's 95 and she's still working to support the UK and all other countries that she's the Queen of, which includes Stephen's Canada, of course. And it's just, it's amazing. she's been on the throne since she was 25. Became queen quite unexpectedly. She was in Africa when her father passed away, and she was suddenly the queen. But what's in the media isn't how amazing this woman is, how much of her life she has dedicated to the Commonwealth monarchies. It's that most of the royal stuff in the media at the minute is Prince Harry and Meghan. And whilst I don't want to get into whether or not they are controversial, they are not this year. They are not really where the focus should be. Last year, sure, fair enough. I'm pretty sure last year is when their daughter Lilibet was born, which was controversial in its own right. But this year should really, really be all about Queen Elizabeth the second. And yet, the attention isn't on her. Why not? Why is the attention not on someone so amazing and is instead on just all the shitty stuff? Family friendly Jason. I get that we do need to be aware of the bad stuff that's happening in the world. Like, absolutely we need to be aware of it. But would it kill the media to occasionally talk about something actually positive? And I don't mean like who's divorcing who in Hollywood, or who's been having an affair with who or over who. Like, that's not what I mean. That's not a positive story. I mean like an actual heartwarming puppy saved from river by amazing 7-year-old. That kind of thing. Why can't we have more of that? Like, why? Just why? Why does it always have to be so negative? Sorry. Rant over. I need to go on a break, so when we come back, I think I'm actually going to take a break from this bit because I also need to dig a staircase. Not here. I need to dig a staircase elsewhere. Exactly. That is why I'm on Twitch so much, even when I should really be in bed. Because, frankly, that is not the pickaxe I want to be using to pick up my ender chest. Case in point as to why I use Silk Touch 90% of the time. No, Dan, you're absolutely right. Positive news stories don't sell. Drama and negativity do. And it sucks, but apparently that's what people want to read. For some reason. Can I make it? Can I make it? Not quite. No. She's absolutely not. She's very, a very modest woman. So she's absolutely not gonna... But it's not a case of necessarily having her drag the attention. Okay, Stephen. No worries. Enjoy your dinner. And I apologise I kept distracting you from your work. But yeah, the Queen's not the type of person to try and get a load of attention on herself. But would it be so bad for the public to give her a tiny bit of attention rather than ignoring her in favour of her son and daughter-in-law? Well, sorry, not son, grandson. Harry's her grandson and granddaughter-in-law. Right. So I'm going to go down here for my break, which is a bit of a risk because this is a slime chunk. This is a slime chunk. And I think, well, about here is a slime chunk as well. Maybe here. So I'm actually putting myself at risk down here, but... Oh yeah. Technically I'm in a lush cave here. Which means I get tropical fish spawning in this thing. In this water column. Not in this one. Just in this one. Which means they get killed by the magma block. So I'm just constantly getting tropical fish and bone meal. I mean, I can't complain too much, but it's just quite amusing. Right. What we are going to be doing after the break is removing this part of wall and digging a staircase all the way up to the surface. Yeah, and also at some point going through. Well, actually, these ones are empty. That one isn't. Going through these shulker boxes, which I'm now going to just dump all this stuff in. There we go. Cobblestone. Not taking the risk. I don't want to come back and find a slime has killed me. Right. During a recent former US president's tenure, I was very pro-Queen, wanted her back in charge. Yes, I understand that that's actually the opinion of quite a few Americans, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I'm not going to go into details about that. It's dangerous to talk about politics on the internet. Anyway, I'm going to go for a break for a few minutes. Everyone else, go and make sure the drink's topped up. Grab a screen break, get a stretch, all that good stuff. And I will see you in a few minutes. Hello again. We're in a box. You know, I don't think I needed to worry at all. I have a sneaking suspicion. Yeah, I don't think a single slime spawned. Perks of having someone else on, I guess. Thank you, Ginger. Right. We are at y minus 2, which is still weird to say. And the surface is Lord knows what. I'm going to actually change that to look like that. There we go. That will eventually be... Do I have any deep slate stairs down here? No, no I do not. That's inconvenient. Never mind. Right, I'm going to make this 5 blocks wide. I had a very small moment of panic where I wasn't sure if I was using my silk touch. Then, so that will be a stair. Then I think I'm actually, you know what? Because of what this level's going to be for, I'm actually going to keep this central one empty and put minecart rails on there. No, that wants to stay. This is going to be awkward because some of this is going to insta-mine and some of it isn't. I'm put torches at the middle. Right. Deep slate. Well, that was unexpected. Now, I would like to say I have not planned this staircase at all. I've literally just decided to do this on a whim right now. So, there may be quite a few pauses just as I try and figure out what I'm doing. I really should be... I can see the gravel. I could put torches under the gravel. There we go. Oh, wait. And... there we go. Just going to dig that one out because it's on its own. Right, now that is confusing me because I know there's supposed to be blocks, but I don't actually know where they're supposed to be. I'm pretty sure I've got some stone. That's tough. That's stone. I lost the massive staircase. I know, I appreciate it's not massive yet, but I lost the fairly obvious staircase that was right in front of me. And I'm not quite sure how. I appreciate I'm putting blocks back in that I'm probably going to dig out again, but oh well. Whoops. Didn't realise that one was gravel. I did know that one was gravel, I still ignored the torch strategy. There. I think... what do we think? Does this design look good? I mean, it's not done yet, obviously. Well, yes, I wanted a staircase of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Do we think this is enough, like, headspace? Do we think this is acceptable? What we could actually do is test it. Hold on. Does that feel a bit too close? Do you feel like you're hitting your head on that, or... hold on. If I put a block there, then I am actually hitting my head on it. I can't get past that. Oh, stupid gravel. But I feel like I'm hitting my head on that almost. But when I go up, I'm not. It's just want to come down. Probably because at one point I'm level with it. I mean, I could do that. That's a little better, but I don't like not. I want the support beam to go all the way around. What if? Let's dig up these stairs. And what we'll do is we'll push everything back a block. Like so. And so now, put one there, there, and upside down there, apparently. That's better. The stairs need to be lowered. So what did you mean, Ginger? Like, lower them one block more? Tell you what, we'll do. We'll put the blocks back on that side. So that's what it used to look like. Just dig up a bit more of the frame. It's fairly self-explanatory how the frame went together, so I don't need to worry about that. There. So, I mean, if we move them down a block, what we'd be basically doing is the exact same thing. Now that I'm actually looking at it, what I've basically done is move them down a block, but I've done it by moving them backwards a block. Right, let's remove all that again. I'm not picking my stairs up. There we go. There. And I can take these ones up as well. 1, 2, 3. There we are. Right, that torch needs to come out because that needs to go there. I'm going to put those in my offhand. Don't feel comfortable not having the totem, but I should be fine. So to begin with, I'm afraid there's going to be a lot. I think that's going to get annoying. Oh wait, no, we're out of range of the beacon. I was just thinking, I don't know if I want Instamine for this because I'm getting out of Deep Slate territory, so that was a very weird way of saying territory. Regardless, the point still stands. Stone is a lot quicker, funnily enough, with haste 2. I'm itching to go and get that redstone. I don't know why I'm ignoring it. Ow. I didn't even... Why did I say ow? I took no damage. I take ow when I think I'm about to take damage, even if I don't actually take it. What is wrong with me? Come on. There we go. Then... there. And there. I need an ow emote. You can't steal my emote ideas that I didn't actually have until you said that you needed an ow emote. I need an ow emote. Maybe we should both get ow emotes, just with different themes. Everyone has a hype emote, so it would make sense that people also have ow emotes, especially if they always say ow. Oh, Ginger, you best be proud of me. I'm remembering to stay hydrated today. Meow. Okay, that's a good one. I will accept that pun as a good pun. If perhaps we only knew a few artists who made emotes. You say that, Miss Grugan. Off the top of my head, I can actually only name Joel. And I feel really bad, but I'm not super well versed in who else, and like what everyone else does, like outside of being on here. Like, how did I forget Stephen? Seriously. He has a comic strip, for crying out loud. He talks about being in like an artist all the time. Well, maybe not all the time, that might be excessive, but you know what I mean. Like, how did I forget Stephen? Stephen, if you end up watching the VOD, or if you can hear me from Lurk, I am very sorry. Regardless. Well, he might watch the VOD, in which case I haven't apologised needlessly. But I don't know about Stephen with commissions, but I know Joel is currently closed for commissions, so... Whilst in theory, yes, in the future, currently not really an option, I don't think. I mean, I don't know if he does things slightly differently with regards to commissions for like emotes compared to, say, prints. I'd have to email him about that. There. Those go there. This is probably going to be mostly stone until we get to here, at which point we will change to deep slate. In fact, you know what? I'll just do this now. Why don't I just do this now? Like that. I'm going to change that to be stone. Those should all be stone. And then this one, yeah. This one should be deep slate. Those are the wrong... Whose idea was it to make deep slate direct... I didn't ask for stone. As I was ranting, whose idea was it to make deep slate directional? And how can we petition them to change it so it's not... Actually, in fairness, the directional thing is kind of cool. But just at this precise moment, inconvenient. There and there. Torch on there. Oh, that's... I mean, I appreciate that's how torches work, but that's very slightly distressing. Because it's not in the very centre of the block. Even though it's literally never been that case, like that. So, I don't know why it's bothering me so much. But it is. I forgot I didn't have haste. I was very briefly confused as to why I wasn't insta-mining. And we've already had an entire conversation about how insta-mine would not be a good thing here. Although, we're probably going to be digging this for the rest of the stream. Even if I did have insta-mine, because we're at 12 currently. If this wasn't 1.18, we'd be digging for diamonds. Well, wouldn't be. You guys know what I mean. I don't need to explain myself. Correct me if I'm wrong, but granite normally is a transfer copper vein, right? That's how it works now? Like, iron is tough and copper is granite. I could be wrong about that. I could indeed be wrong. It is now, yes. Okay. Then there's possibly some copper around here. We're not going looking for copper. The last thing I really need is more copper. The only reason I have copper is to give it to other people. if we change the whole fire tick thing, then I will need the copper, because all of a sudden I'm going to need a lot of lightning rods. Not hit one of the new I did, but not on Infinity Cove. I hit one on my single player world, where I actually found one of the blocks of raw iron, like the full 9 raw iron in a block, and that was an exciting moment, just because, for me at least, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I didn't know that that was a possibility for you to find. Like, I thought it was just a case of lots of iron ore. But no, it was like, you can find full-on like blocks of raw iron in there, which is pretty awesome because, well, it's a lot of resource. Like, it's a lot of iron in one go. Because 9 iron will cover you for a pickaxe, and a shovel, and an axe, and a sword or a hoe, I think. Hang on, 2, 5, 6. Yeah, either a sword or a hoe, depending on whether you go via the axe route or the sword route in terms of weaponry. Because I know some people don't bother with swords until I think diamond and netherite, which is not generally how I play, though I have started using an axe in combat more now, just because I tend to craft an axe before a sword anyway, and if I don't have the resources for a sword, then an axe works. But who really crafts an iron hoe? Like, what's the point in iron hoe? You either craft a wooden hoe, or you craft a netherite one to get the serious dedication advancement. Right. Nope. Did not want to cough into the microphone there. Behold, Ginger the Lily, the only person who has ever crafted an iron hoe. I'm almost certainly wrong about that. There must be someone else who's done it. Okay, well, there's no need to just keep proving me wrong, guys. Let me be right about this one thing. I'm not right very often. Let me be right, please. No. There. I like how you say on Infinity Cove 2.0, as though it's a different server to the one I'm currently on, and I couldn't just immediately go there without any need to disconnect. I'm the only one online at the minute. Thank you, Ginger. I will make a mental note of that to forget about. If I do remember in the next what's the time? If I remember in the next 25 minutes, I will write it down and then I will sort it out after stream. Mainly because I'll need to try and figure out what I want the wording to be. Perks of having Monday and Tuesday off. I actually get 2 days off in a row, which is very uncommon for chefs. It's also convenient because it means that who else is going out for lunch on a Monday or a Tuesday, or just going out to do anything? I can always get a hair appointment. I can usually get a dentist or a doctor's appointment if I need one. They're a little more tricky because doctors and dentists are a bit more random. But like haircuts, piece of cake. Booking just about anything, piece of cake. No one's going out for lunch or dinner on a Monday, so bank holidays don't count because I work on them. Town centre, not busy. Roads, except school time, not busy. The perks of working as a chef do not outweigh the negatives. There are a lot of negatives, and being able to go to the cinema every now and again, without having to worry about how busy it's going to be, is most certainly not enough to outweigh the constant sleep deprivation that I suffer from. I'm going up into that cave before a creeper drops on my head. I thought that was a creeper then. It's a fern. Oh. You're holding an enchanted iron shovel. Why have you got... I swear every zombie I'm killing at the minute is dropping a carrot, and I can't help but feel that that's because of the video I recently watched with Pixel Riffs and how he wasn't getting a carrot. Oh, there's another creeper there. There we go. Right. Oh, hello. Goodbye. What the... Hold on, have I got my spyglass? Yes, there it is. I mean, they're very easy to kill, but... Hold on. Is that glowing? I must have hit the bat by mistake. You're not supposed to hold glowing. I swear that was disabled, that they couldn't hold glowing anymore. Why were there so many zombies down here? There's nothing here. I appreciate it was dark, but still. That was a lot of zombies for... I thought maybe there was like a dungeon or something that was going to be down here. I'm pretty sure there's a zombie dungeon somewhere nearby. I see far too many zombies in some of the caves for there to not be, but I've never actually found it. Stone. There we go. Just grab me some iron ore, because what I'm low on is iron. What I really need is iron. We don't have an iron farm, I think. We absolutely have an iron farm. I don't actually know how it works, but I know we've got one. I've been meaning to have a look at it to try and figure out just if it's a... whilst I'm nearby it will run, or if I actually need to stand somewhere or click a lever or something. Nope. Out my way. You are not setting me on fire. Miss some iron ore. There we go. I'm surprised that I've never found this cave system. I thought I'd explored most of the caves around this area, but apparently I've never been here. What biome are we in? River biome! That might explain it. I don't actually know which part of the river biome we're in. Oh no, we're back in bamboo jungle. Okay, we're not actually. I think we're directly under the very edge of my base, which makes me wonder where we're going to come out with that staircase. Was it this way? How did I go past... Oh, this is all in my actual staircase. That needs to go there. No, not that. That goes there. Then... like that. Like that. There. There we are. No. Not demolished there. Sorted. I am a professional builder. I know what I'm doing 100% of the time when it comes to building. Absolutely. Of course I do. Why are you looking at me like that, chat? Right, that's all gravel. So if we do this... and then we do it again... and then we do it again... Why is there so much gravel? Oh, my inventory's full. That doesn't answer the questions about the gravel. Why is there so much of it? Oh, I apparently went 2 blocks there. I did not mean to do that. Back down to the bottom. Empty all this crap out my inventory. It took me a second to try and figure out where on earth the glowstone had come from then. It's from the wall. I actually need stone in my inventory. I don't need the axe anymore. Let's take 3 stacks. That's supposed to go that way around. Only downside of not having the stairs already in means every time I have to go back down... That's not a potato. Whoops. I have to jump back up. And the moment I go in range of my jump boost beacon, this is going to happen. I may not have planned this very well. I might have to go up and disable the beacons. Because I think this is going to get quite annoying. Well, it was actually 2 very explosive potatoes, which is even worse. Come on. Break. Another cave? Or is this... No, this must be a new cave. Huh. Right. Let's dig up all this coal first. Wow, this is a big coal vein. Just what we asked for. Well, if I have time at the end of the stream, I will put all this down and mine it all, and we'll see how much coal we've got. But we've picked up quite a lot of it. Again, what I really need is more coal. I don't have enough coal. I've got so much coal, it's ridiculous. I honestly don't. And iron, again, like both of them. I've got so much of it. Go on, I'll take the mushrooms. It's not for every day that I pick mushrooms, but in this... Let's block that. Just hold the totem for a second. I can hear the zombie grunts. I'm assuming they're coming from that cave down there. But that doesn't mean they are. Creeper! That's a creeper! That's a dead creeper. Whoa. Minecraft sure likes its scary noises sometimes. You know what, guys? I think, and this is just a hunch, but I think we might be at the right level for coal and iron ore. Just as a guess, I think we might be at the right level for coal and iron. Judging. I mean, I don't know what gives me that impression. It's just this is something that's giving me that sensation of coal and iron can be found here. I've run out of torches. I don't have my ender chest on me. Wonderful. That is a skeleton. I don't know why I'm gasping. Diamonds are great and all, but I don't actually use them for anything anymore. I think I hit the bat. Although, I thought... What are we at? 13. Did diamonds spawn at this level? Well, clearly they do, because they're here. I'll have those. And this lapis. There's a skeleton around this corner. Where are you? You're there. You're in full iron armor. Thank you. I mean, this is not suicidal at all. Just exploring a ravine with absolutely no torches whatsoever. This is not going to end badly for me. I really want to mine all this ore up, but we'll be here all day. And I do have to admit to myself that I really don't need all this. I nearly used the diamonds to bridge past the lava then. Gold. I'll leave the iron and the coal because I have to accept that I don't actually need it. But I'll pick up the other stuff just because it's less common. I have less of it. Pick whatever excuse works. If this chunk was created pre-118, Y level 0 and up will still... That is very true. I didn't think of that. Even though, why wouldn't it follow the old generation? So it'd explain why I'm finding so many different ores at the not normal heights. I'm trying to go do a complicated glass design over a lava lake. Why do I do this to myself? I honestly don't have an answer for you there. I'm afraid. Are you a zombie? Yes, you are. That didn't hit. Move away. Back off. Back off. Back. There we go. I honestly couldn't tell you. That'll be why. My ginger friend, I honestly do not know why you would do such a thing to yourself. I personally think you're absolutely mad for doing it. Excuse me, Gravel, I wanted that gold ore. But, you do you, I guess? Like, why? I'm sure it'll look very nice once it's done, but still, why? No one can specifically planks. That is oddly specific. Like, oddly specific. I don't think I've ever heard of a problem like that before. There's another cave somewhere because I can hear a zombie groaning. But honestly, I am not dealing with it. Oh, cave. Just realised what I've done. I've basically said I'm not going in another cave, then promptly seen a cave and gone straight into it. I don't have any wood on me to test if it's just your server thing. I would assume it is. It's a very strange bug to not get patched almost immediate. Well, that would explain the zombie noises. Persistent zombies. I have a funny feeling these don't get caught whenever Minipax culls the entities. Could be wrong. They might get caught. I don't think they do. The server owner has gone missing. Which server are you on? Just out of curiosity, which server are you on? Because I'm in my head, I'm assuming Halcyon Heights, but I've just remembered that's not the only server you play on. So this isn't going to end badly. It didn't end badly. The Grass Nebula. I'm not familiar with that one. Whose server is that? Or is it not a... No. Does it belong to like a content creator, or is it just like a public server? Right, let's see. Oh, it's Drath's server. What do you mean Drath's gone missing? Because... What? Drath's gone missing? How do you lose a man who regularly dresses up as a hot dog? Unless Joel forgetting his name earlier was foreshadowing, but I can't imagine what it was foreshadowing. Well, apparently his disappearance. Right. I've got torches back now. No, you go that, you go that. I've got 3 torches, but 3 torches are still torches. There we are. He does this every now and then, doesn't respond to messages, he always... Okay. As long as he hasn't gone missing, as long as he's just gone, air quotes, missing, like, just gone offline almost. Hey Bormlind, how's it going? I hope you're doing well, my friend. You caught catchers in the middle of digging up and out of, well, my underground area. And getting sidetracked by caves along the way. Ginger's just informed us that Drath has disappeared. Yes, I appreciate I've just left you with no more context, but... apparently Drath's server's playing up, and he's not responding. Glad to hear you're doing good, though. Could do with a bit of positivity in the world at the minute. You missed that conversation. I was ranting about the amount of negativity in the media, and then having to be gently reminded that negativity sells. So there's plenty of positivity in the world, but negativity is what sells. Stupid. I'm resisting the urge to go on another rant about the topic I've already ranted about. If I'm gonna rant, it could be at least something new. Right. I want to double check something. So I'm transitioning you guys to the Be Right Back screen, but I'm not actually going anywhere. I don't have a like technical difficulties screen. I could probably do with one, but I want to just pull something up. Create a dashboard. Yes, I know I'm live Twitch. Thank you for telling me. Stream 8 hours for a month. Okay. Right, now I need to try and do maths on stream, which is a terrible idea. So I'm streaming today, obviously. And then not next Monday. But yes to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So this would be 3. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That should take me to 7. And that'll take me above 8 hours. But it wouldn't take me to 7 until... Good news, everyone. I'm streaming tomorrow. I don't know if that is good news. I've just made that decision literally on a whim now, and I may come to regret to actually saying that on stream. But I'm now going to try and stream tomorrow, as well as today. If you're wondering, I'm trying to do the affiliate, I'm trying to do the math on when I will get affiliate. I'm trying to get it before my last day off work next week. I mean, I'm nearly there. That's the thing. It's literally the stuff that I don't have is the stream 7 days in a month and the stream 8 hours in a month, and I can get the stream at 8 hours quite easily. By the time this stream ends, I think I will be back at the 8 hours. The only reason I've knocked down from it is because it's 27.75. I'm not sure what the relevance of the number is, but yes, McScregan, this is my week of technically it's a full week off, Saturday through to the following Friday, but I'm not streaming every day. Oh, 555 times 5. Yeah, I'm not streaming every day because on the Saturday, I that's the first day off, and I kind of just want the day to myself. Then my partner's round for several days, and obviously I don't want to stream whilst he's around because I can either stream or I can pay attention to my partner. And society dictates that I pay attention to him. I'm kidding. I know you're lurking in chat. I would honestly rather pay attention to you than stream. So that means I have 4 more days to stream. Means I have 4 days to stream from. I would like to get affiliate before the last day, ideally, but I'm not sure if I will be able to. I don't know if it takes time. When you hit the affiliate stuff, like when you hit all the goals, does it automatically say, "Oh, you're an affiliate now," or do you have to press a button and then wait for it to process? How does it work? You are an affiliate, so you probably know better than me how that sort of thing actually functions. I'm fumbling along still with Twitch. I'm very unfamiliar with how it all works. Jump boost. It sends you an email, and you have to do a small amount of form filling, then it all happens. Form filling. Does Twitch's TOS prevent you from discussing what this form is? Or I know YouTube doesn't allow you to discuss the income you earn from YouTube, so I wasn't sure if maybe Twitch had similar rules regarding its terms of service, and I honestly haven't looked at them. I really should. Yeah, is it because you're able to be paid, I assume part of it is putting, I would like to be paid into this account, please. At a guess. I am guessing all this, so. I don't remember, it's about your, oh, okay. Yay, taxes. I forgot that technically, yes, this is taxable income because, of course it is, it's income. Even though, technically speaking, I almost certainly would not have to pay taxes on it because there is no way in hell that I am going to earn enough money to hit the lowest UK tax bracket. I don't earn enough money in my actual job to hit the UK tax brackets. Well, not every month. How high are we? We're at 40. Right, we're going back down, and then I'm going to actually go up. And see what level we're trying to get to. Still no slimes. I promise you, those chunks I indicated are slime chunks. I'm not lying. Right, well, we're not going downstairs whilst it's still dark, so let's turn that off for a second. Because there's no need to make you stare at the... What is it? No? Is it that? Yes, it is. Trying to remember F3 commands. Surprisingly difficult. You can piss right off. How did that... Carefully. How am I missing? There we go. That Enderman's whooping around a lot. How are you taking... Oh. Axolotl. Right. What level are we at here? 64. 64, 64, 64, Zoo Lane. I apologise, I just subjected you to my terrible singing. And I'm also not actually aware... Is that an international show? I have no idea if any of you will recognise that show. It was a kids' show when I was younger, and I think beyond that, but I don't know how old it actually was. So I wonder if there's a way to bind that fall counter to actually me taking fall damage. Yeah. It had a very catchy theme. I never learn! I'm gonna have to go and get some kelp after the stream's over and repair my stupid bubble vator. Because apparently, putting a torch in there removes it as a water source. And I never learn when I've been working with torches in my offhand not to eat in the bubble vator. So I always end up placing torches. The annoyance is strong. The annoyance is like the force, except irritating. And less cool. There we go. Mine are ran over. For now. Right, so we're at level 40 and well, level 42 now. We established we need to go to level 64. Okay, we're not far off then. Only like 20 more to go. Yay, maths. Is there a reason I'm using a bubble elevator and not just... Yes. I can safely eat on these stairs. I am going back down for a reason. Look at that. Apart from the whole magma block thing, and I could fix that if I wanted to by just sinking it down another block, that's symmetrical. That is literally the only reason I'm using a bubble vator down and not a drop shaft, because it means there's water flowing on both sides, rather than just water flowing. Because I need the bubble vator to get myself back up. I'm not skilled enough flyer to fly up. Plus, it's a waste of rockets. So I am simply using the bubble vator just for the symmetry of it. I could probably conceal the drop shaft somewhere else, but why spend the time? Plus, I need to have the thing on the surface. Why you gotta be so logical? I thought logic was my thing. I thought I was the logical one. No, I've come back up. I'm gonna have to go back down. Right. We've bought toothpaste. Sorry, butt paste. We've caused major environmental damage, and we've dug a big hole. Dig out of the big hole. Not goal, hole. That's what we're doing right now. Replace down bubble. There. I've updated my to-do list. Just empty all this crap. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun trying to sort all this stuff out. So much fun. Are you asking me, or are you asking Bornland in this case, Ginger? Or both of us? Because I'm most certainly not. I'm not that successful. Be nice if I was. Apparently I've gone into... Of course I did. I went down to the bottom and then just got straight back up here. And I have actually just looked at the time and realised that I am due for another break. In fact, I'm overdue for another break. So, this time I'm going to hide up the stairs because I know the stairs are safe. I'm going to make sure I'm holding my totem of undying though, just to be absolutely sure. And then I will see you folks after I've had a chance to top up my drink and actually have something to eat because I'm very hungry. Yes, I'm not Logical Geek Boy though. That can be Bomland. Bomland is now Logical Geek Boy. I have determined that it is so. Anyway, yes, I am going to probably have a slice of toast because I'm surprisingly hungry, and I will be back here in a few moments. Hello again. I'm sorry to say that you did not get rid of me that easily. Or rather, you're not free of me that easily. Although, I do have to be quiet now. Other people are asleep, and apparently they don't like being woken up because I'm enjoying myself. Go figure. Thank you very much, Ginger. I've probably got another hour in me, and then we will have to wrap up, but it is already 20 past 10 here, so that's probably not very surprising. I haven't quite mastered the art of the, oh, what was it? Work colleague was telling me about someone he watches who streams for like an ungodly amount of time, like 12 hours or something at a time. I might be increasing that number a bit too much. I don't know if it was 6 or 12 hours, and I appreciate there's a significant difference between the two, but I get tired after 3. How the hell does someone stream for 6 hours? Right, Ginger, what's the longest you've streamed? I think you're the only streamer in chat at the minute, so you're the only person I can really ask their opinion on regarding this. Like, what's the longest you've streamed, and what's the longest you feel you could stream? You usually only stream. Bumlin, I'm sorry, do you stream? This is news to me. Somehow. I was unaware that you streamed. Let's put it this way. I very rarely stream. Okay. You're still a streamer, though. Which, like, you still stream. It's just very rare. And I'm just remembering now. I need to put a reminder up for myself. Do I have any, like, post-it notes or anything lying around? I just need to write something that says, be quiet in big letters. So I'm not disturbing anyone. I had post-it notes yesterday. They've gone now. Apparently. Yeah, genuinely don't know where my post-it notes are. I mean, my desk is a tip, so it's not like I was ever going to find anything on them. Oh well. I will just have to try and remember to be quiet. It is easier to go for longer if you don't need to be creative. Barely managed 2 to 3 hours of Minecraft, but was able to do 6 hours of Hollow Knight. Okay. So, might be easier to go for longer if I wasn't playing Minecraft, or if I was just doing like something more monotonous, such as a 12-hour mining stream. How does that sound, everyone? 12 hours of me just mining. I don't know why I'm mining. The primary resource you get from caving or just mining is stone and deep slate. 2 resources I do not need. My voice was kind of vanishing. Yeah, no, that's understandable. 6 hours. I mean, my voice is starting to go after 2.5. So, understandable that after 6 hours your voice is probably disappearing. One day I would like to, every now and again, on my Facebook feed, I know Facebook, who uses that these days, pops up I think it's cancer research specifically that's advertising it, but it's a charity 24-hour live stream thing. Basically, it's like, do your bit as a gamer, do your bit for charity by doing a charity live stream. That's all it's encouraging you to do, and it gives you a link basically to get yourself set up. And one day I would like to do that. I'm waiting a bit before I do, just so I can get myself established, but I'm not actually like at that stage yet where I'm willing to do a charity live stream. Not quite yet, anyway. Anyway, getting off topic a little, I think. Yeah, but the idea is normally that you would do those kinds of streams for longer. You do a charity live stream for longer. But I can, like I said, I can barely manage 3 hours as it is. Heavens knows I could not manage 4. I might be able to possibly manage 4 if I started a little earlier. Part of the problem, I suspect, is the simple fact that I start my stream at 8 o'clock PM at local time, which is quite late. You're on Facebook under your real... Most people are under their real name, Ginger. I don't think there are many people on Facebook. Like I'm not Hunter555 on Facebook. I could tell you what I am on Facebook because in all likelihood you would be able to find me because both my first name and my surname are incredibly common, which is incredibly useful when trying to avoid being found on social media. Anyway, that was off topic. Yeah, I start my streams at 8 PM, which won't help with regards to trying to like do a longer stream. If I started at say 3 PM, and then maybe I could stream until 9. I don't know. But I'm not going to ever start at 3, not for as long as I'm streaming on Mondays, because that's going to put me right in the middle of the Spawn Chunks recording. And, well, I'm not going to miss that if I can avoid it. Like, if I can avoid missing that, great. Oh, I'm going to get showered in bamboo here, aren't I? Yay! Sunlight! Go there. Destroy you. You go there. We're almost free, but not actually quite free just yet. Ginger, you are not common. You might have a common name, but that doesn't make you common. How dare you suggest that you're in any way not unique? Right, how far from my base have I actually ended up? I've ended up digging out right next to a hill, which is really annoying. Terraforming time. Exactly, the world can only hold one of you. And it just so happens that the one of you it can hold happens to be the best version of you. Which is incredibly convenient. I'm actually running out of inventory space. I've had to destroy so much stuff. Right, I now have to put grass blocks in my hand. Why would you do that? No, I don't want to drop that. Whoops, I want... There we go. What I want to do is just break a few blocks. Just replace them with grass. Just so the grass spreads a bit more quickly. There we go. Right then. Ow. I want to fill that block in. There we go. And it's only good that way. I already struggle to watch your streams. Imagine if there were twice as many. So many streams, so little time. I have to agree with that sentiment. Ow. There are just... I struggle to keep up with the streamers I'm already following. Like, Ginger, you know how rarely I make it to your streams. Granted, that is because you stream on weekdays at on Wednesday at half 11 or something. And on Saturday, right as I go back to work, so... part of that might just be scheduling rather than not having the time to watch that many streamers. Regardless, I don't watch you very often, unfortunately for me. I wish I could watch you more. And I think it's a real shame I don't get to catch you as much as I do. I don't get to catch Joel very much anymore. Like, I used to be able to watch Joel all the time because I wasn't really working many weekends, but I'm working every weekend now, and I can just barely make it into the last 30 minutes to an hour of his Sunday stream, and occasionally part of his Friday stream. But other than that, I'm almost never in his streams. And I mean, I know he doesn't care about me not being there, but I do feel a little guilty not showing up as a moderator. Just because, like, I have a responsibility. I have to stream at times that work for me and at least some of my audience. I'm some of your audience. I'm the most important member of your audience, frankly. I'm really not. I don't know why I thought that was going to work. I'm not an important member of your audience at all. No, I know, Ginger. It's absolutely fine. It's not like it's not your fault. That's just the way it works. I can only stay for a short while in Stephen's streams because just again like scheduling, but that's also down to time zones. Like he, they're 4 hours behind us. So his stream of 7:30 start, or 7 o'clock start rather, is 11 p.m. here. So, but then on Fridays I start earlier than normal, so I've got to go to bed earlier if I want to actually be functioning the next day. Obviously, if I don't want to be functioning, it's not a problem, but in theory, next week, a little bit of Hunter is better. I appreciate the offer, Ginger, of you streaming just for me, but I feel that would be a waste of your time. Yes, Bumland, I have the exact same problem. I would rather watch them live. I struggle to keep up with in fact, I don't keep up with their recordings because they're 4 hours long, and I'm terrible at keeping up with VODs as it is. And unlike High Rollers, who are my main D&D podcast, their podcast is uploaded in one singular 4-hour block. I don't know why I'm going back down. Whereas High Rollers split their 3-hour block into 2 hour-and-a-half segments, which makes things so much easier for me. I don't know why I'm struggling to fly there. But, yeah. I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, next week, because I'm off work, in theory, I should be able to catch all of your streams, Ginger, assuming I don't fall asleep simply due to tiredness. Which, knowing me, is entirely possible, and honestly rather likely. Now the question is, do I remove all the bamboo leading to the stairs? Or do I leave it as is? Because that's going to make it very clear where the tunnel is, and I almost feel like I should do that just so I can see the tunnel, but at the same time, what do we all think? Do I leave the bamboo in, or do I take it out just in that strip that runs, and then replace it with a path a bit like this? So not quite everything path blocks, but mostly path. So just like have a path that connects up down there through the bamboo to the top of the stairs. Like, should I do that, or should I just leave it and then just kind of like put some lights around it so I can see it at night and fly to it? I'm not going to use it all that often. It's actually mainly to, because that level is going to be my villager level, so it's mainly to transport these 3 folks down there, which I'm not looking forward to in the slightest. Sorry, needed to grab a drink. Just realised I do actually need to be back here. As long as I don't snore in chat, it's fine. Well, I will try and avoid snoring in chat. I need deep slate tile stairs. Right, yeah. Down we go. Until I find out where I put the drops. There we are. I will replace this with a drop shaft. Bornland, after you suggest it, I'll probably start the water just like there. No slimes, which keeps coming as a surprise. No, wrong one. There we are. I might have to do one half and then the other half. The new 5-hour episode is on my list to watch. I'm 5 hours. How much time do they? Well, I suppose they've got the biggest channel on Twitch, so their fans clearly have plenty of time. Big fan of the Dungeon Drunks D&D play pop. I feel like that you've mentioned that one to me before, or you mentioned it in chat that I just happened to have been in. One of the two. I'm trying to think if I don't remember whose channel though, or anything like that. Do I have any more? Cobbled Deep Slate. That's what I really need right now. That's all just plain old Deep Slate. I might have some up here. It's just occurred to me there's a slight issue in that I need a lot of Deep Slate tile stairs for this. Deep Slate tile stairs that I do not have. That's awkward. Right. And Deep Slate has a fairly high blast resistance. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Because I'm going to have to convert all that. Like, well, at least a load of it into... Hello. I'm going to have to convert a load of it into cobbled Deep Slate just so I can turn it into Deep Slate tiles and then the stairs. But it's annoying because you can't just put Deep Slate in the stone cutter and then pull cobbled Deep Slate out. I like that they are a podcast as a podcast rather than an audio recording of a video or Twitch. Makes a difference. It does, yeah. Because the thing with High Rollers is they are first and foremost technically a D&D live stream. The podcast is just a secondary thing. So occasionally they will say or do things that, as a podcast listener, I don't actually know what they're doing. Because they're not... They just say, I do something like this. And then I can tell that what they're doing is an action of some form, but I can't see what the action is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's always unfortunate, but I enjoy the campaign, and I enjoy the way they play, and I enjoy the way they interact. So, because most of the time they will describe things for the podcast, when they remember to, which is admittedly more often than they forget, I can overlook the occasional slip-ups. And I've been listening to them since they started their second campaign, but I can't find myself getting into Critical Role anytime soon just because I find it so daunting. Enjoy your dinner, McScrugan, and the lurk. Hopefully we will see you again before the stream ends. I don't know how much longer I'll go after the exact 3-hour mark. Probably as long as it takes for me to notice I've gone past the 3-hour mark. I'm a bit oblivious today. Case in point. This is only for those with too much time. Yeah, absolutely. And I am not one of those people. As it is, I struggle to keep up with the podcasts I do listen to, which I'm pretty sure I've already said once tonight. I can only keep up on the Spawn Chunks because Monday is consistently a day off for me at the moment. So I can keep up with them because I can listen to the recording. Like today, Slice Lime unfortunately wasn't feeling well, so wasn't able to make the recording, so they ended up with a live recording, which meant that I was able to make it. I had to rush because I hadn't anticipated a live recording, but I was able to make it in the end. And that's the only podcast I stay on top of. I'm still behind on Citadel Cafe. I'm still behind on High Rollers. I am technically very far behind on the Magnus Archives, but I'm going to make an exception for that one because I was already playing catch up because I'm listening to episodes that were released years ago, and the same for the other podcasts I listen to, the Illuminati. I am way behind on them, but mainly because they were uploading long before I listened to them. I'm not bothering with the backlog for Citadel Cafe because most of it is not stuff that's relevant to me now. Same with Spawn Chunks. I haven't gone back, unlike a lot of people who do, I haven't gone back and listened to the backlog of episodes because it's a weekly news show. Whilst I'm sure it's interesting, it's not relevant to me now. So I see no reason to spend extra time that I could be watching other stuff. I enjoy watching a lot of content, but at the same time, I've never seen the first Iron Man film. Like, I've watched almost the entire MCU, but I haven't seen the first Iron Man film. Which I get a lot of flack for at work, I should say. And I do plan on watching it at some point, but I can't really watch it if I'm busy adding more if I'm adding unnecessary stuff. I appreciate unnecessary is subjective. To my watch list. Struggle to get up in time for the recording some weeks. I do as well. I don't think it's just us. Although I believe you're the same time zone as me, so I'm sure there are some who would criticise our inability to get up for the podcast, considering it's later in the day for us. But for me, it's the end of my working week. I normally stay up quite late Sunday nights, then I get up late on Mondays, and I've got stuff to do before the podcast anyway. And I believe, I don't want to sound insensitive, but I believe you tire quite easily, Ginger. So it's understandable. No, that is fair. That is fair. Part of the reason I try and show up is very much the purple name, and like that is the one of the main reasons I try and make sure I'm there consistently is because I'm a moderator, and I feel like although I know the expectation isn't there to be like constantly there, it's very much a case of like they're trusting me with this responsibility. I should at least try and prove that they made the right decision. But again, maybe that kind of attitude is just me. Yeah. I am quite aware that of the 3 mods for the Discord, I am the least active. Again, I know people know why, but I still feel like I'm like it's not right on my part. But I've always been that kind of person. I like to try and make... Why am I holding a block of cobblestone? I could talk about this until the cows come home. Ginger. Your modding for pigs is bloody amazing with how well you do, because again, I could not do that. I could not do what you do. Like, I struggle enough as it is to mod for Joel. And somehow you and the other mods, I have to give some credit to the others, but you are there from before the stream starts to as soon as the stream is over, keeping everyone in check, everything going, Like everything moving smoothly, and I don't know how you do it. And yeah, sure, some stuff slips through, but for the most part, you are brilliant, and you're like a machine. And I do not know how you manage it. And I I don't know if I've got my timeline right because I only started watching Pix in the past year, but and fairly late in the past year, like properly watching him. But I believe you became a mod after Paranor passed away, so that must have been to you like a big thing to be taking on, and you have done it so well that I can't imagine what Pix's channel would be like without you there. Uh, you would be a really bad moderator. I mostly watch streams whilst playing games, so I just can't react in time to things. I mean, as Joel says, well, as Joel said to me, and as I'm assuming he says to others when he asks them, and as Cosmic said to me, and as I said to my mods, there's no expectation ever to be like full on. I'm switching pickaxes back because the cobblestone's getting annoying. Like to be 100% there. Just being around is good. Like I am generally when I do make it to Joel's streams, I'm generally not just entirely focused on Joel's stream. I am doing my own thing. Very much during the Spawn Chunks recordings, I am often playing Minecraft at the same time. During Cosmic streams, I'm generally paying a bit more attention, but that's because I know that. The thing is, I also know that I can kind of rest a little on Cosmic's shoulders in Joel's streams. I can't do that in Cosmic streams, funnily enough. She can't moderate her own channel while she's streaming. For my first experience of modding, talk about in at the deep end. Yeah, man, you did from what I understand, you have done amazing. I want to say you did amazing, but again, I wasn't there at the time, so I can't be certain. But from the looks of it, you did brilliantly. I mean, Pix still has you around, so clearly you're doing something right. Hunter can stream and mod at the same time. I wouldn't go that far. I know I had Joel's stream up last week, but that was just so I could annoy Cosmic by watching Joel's stream. I didn't actually have it. I had it muted. I just had my phone leaning up against the computer just so I could annoy Cosmic. Which I know I shouldn't do that, but Cosmic and I have developed this very much this teasing each other thing. And if anyone's wondering, I have actually spoken to her about that just to check she is okay with it. And she is, because that was something that was bothering me. Though I have come to the realization that we will probably have to stop our, well, in my case, the sending bits whenever she's mean, and her with the current threats that I almost know are going to become real once I get affiliate. Because by that point, we're just giving money to Twitch. Because we'll be sending the money back and forth, so we'll just be giving it to Twitch. So what would be the point? As long as Petroseth doesn't start modding other streams while streaming himself. I don't think he's quite that much of a crazy person. Like, it's one thing to have another stream going in the background whilst you're doing something. Especially if you've got a quieter channel, which I don't think it's unreasonable to say that Badger does. Like, it's not quiet, like it's not silent, but it's certainly quieter than, say, Pix. So, or even Joel. So, it's, for God's sake, it's certainly easier to watch a stream while streaming yourself when you're not talking as much. Which Badger doesn't. I personally am not a big fan of the long silences if I stop talking. Though this is something that Joel and Pix were talking about in the render distance today. Is like the silence, like being silent on stream, how it feels uncomfortable for the streamer, but if you are watching the streamer, it's generally not something you notice. And it's something I am very aware of with me. I'm right clicking even though I've got no blocks in my hand. I hate being silent on stream. Like, I hate running out of stuff to talk about, and I hate the long silences if I do run out of stuff to talk about, which is why I will suddenly start talking about something quite random and quite unrelated to what I was just talking about. It's just because I've picked up on a silence that I don't want to be there. I don't need to fill the silence. There's nothing wrong with me spending a few moments just being quiet, but I don't like it. More than a couple of seconds to think about what I'm going to say next, because I have a tendency to just run my mouth and then realise that I've actually got ahead of what I'm trying to say. So I start stumbling over my words because in my head's still playing catch up. I'm still 3 sentences behind. And my head is currently playing catch up. I have reached the point where I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say. Don't like being silent either, so you end up muttering about what I'm doing and sound like a... Thing is, narrating what you're doing is not necessarily a bad thing. I do it all the time. It's something people have picked up on a lot when I drive. I have a tendency to narrate what I'm doing as I drive. Not for any particular reason. It doesn't make my driving any better. But I just... Or at work. I will just randomly start narrating the stuff I'm doing at work. And it confuses my colleagues because they think I'm talking to them, when I'm not. I'm just talking to myself. And again, it doesn't make me any better at what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. Just to fill in a gap in sound. I wouldn't go that far, farmers. I'm kidding, Ginger, I'm sorry. You don't sound crazy at all. Most of the time. I mean, we're all a little crazy here. The world wouldn't be very interesting if we weren't crazy. Doing it again, I'm right-clicking even though I've got nothing in my hand. Alright. Come on, I should be able to fly down here. Here we go. Oh, so close. I feel like the hermit's trying to get into decked out. Stone. There. Put you in my offhand. Where are my fireworks? There they are. Move you. There we go. Ow. Close enough. Right, heal up before I get back to the surface where it is very dark. Just... No. Stupid. 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 Get out the way, bamboo. What? 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 Hold on a second. Where is that path? Where is it? Oh, it's a cave. That explains an awful lot. Do I have any dirt? Yes, I do. Also explains the light coming out of here. Okay. There we go. That light was bothering me. Right. Put dirt there. No. Like that? Yes, there we go. Got it. And all the way back down. Like swimming in... Everyone does that. I mean, why wouldn't you go swimming in lava? It's lovely and warm. Right. Oh, I told you it was a slime chunk. Of course, occasionally they just walk into the lava pillar. Die. 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 See? Look, swimming in lava. Isn't this relaxing? Let's see. And that's why I carry a totem, so I can do dumb stuff like that without any consequences. I'm just gonna go and pick for another. I have no regrets. I do wish to make that clear. I have absolutely no regrets. I can probably tear this down now, this beacon. Oh, did I give you all guys an update on my glow squid? Because whilst I'm down here, I may as well double check. Why is there an oak log in there? You know what? I don't even want to know. Because my glow squid problem is not getting any better. And I looked into it, and I've established what the problem is. It's a bug. Glow squids are supposed to spawn in pure darkness. So they should be spawning in this tank. So this is tinted glass. This tank has no light in it whatsoever. They should be spawning in there. However, due to a bug, they are spawning in here. And in here. And in here. Not down here. There's no one. But they are spawning in there. And they are spawning in there. Not in the sheep pens. They are still spawning in that, but they are also spawning. Hold on. They're not spawning in these columns, thankfully. That's something. Right. I'll show you where they're spawning when I actually get back down. They're also spawning in, I think maybe this one? No, not actually that one. But they are spawning over there in the kelp farm. And they're also spawning in all the water channels that I have. The problem is, I have a lot of water channels. See, that's where they're supposed to spawn. Like, I have a lot of water channels. Because literally all my automatic farms have water channels running. So that as long as I'm working down here, I'm getting my sorting system, well, sort of sorting system, just filled with glow ink. And whilst I appreciate the glow ink farm that I've effectively designed, I don't have any way of building a sorting system. Like, there was a stack and a half almost of glow ink just from where they've been spawning where they shouldn't be. But I checked the bug tracker, and it's been reported as a bug. And according to the Minecraft wiki, they're supposed to spawn in absolute darkness. So I'm assuming that's where they're supposed to spawn. And yet, the bug is marked as works as intended. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but a glow squid spawning in there, is that right? Does that seem right to anyone else? It just doesn't feel right to me. It feels like they shouldn't be like, the whole point of them glowing means they shouldn't spawn where it's bright. But I didn't develop the game, so what do I know? But yeah, I don't know. I just needed to get that off my chest because it's been bothering me. been bothering me for a while because, again, everything's filling up with glowing, and if I don't every now and again go and clear it, eventually the hoppers are just going to be full of glowing, which is going to be very awkward. I mean, the bamboo one as it is already getting pretty full. I need to grab some stone to refill that hole. I think what I will do is I'm going to clear up all my crap from down here because I've made a mess, and then we'll wrap up for the night because it's 11 o'clock now. I've been going for 3 hours. My voice is starting to go. I'm very tired. I have to keep an eye on how loud I'm being because I've got other people asleep. There's just generally a lot of stuff going on. Beacons take a long time to tear down. I don't know if a different material would be quicker, but... Whoops. Now I'm destroying my floor. So, next week, because it's a week of streams, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for each one. I need to figure out if I'm going to do the same thing each stream, or if I'm going to spice it up a bit, or even if I'm going to play Minecraft, because I could play something else. Imagine that, me playing a different game. Don't know what I'd play yet. Need to think about that. Hold on. That must be a block that I've missed. Whilst I was actually putting the floor in place. Tear that down. So I need one deep slate tile. Yes, Ginger, I know. How scandalous of me. Those should be that way around, I think. Lights go there. Right. Before I go turning another bit of deep slate into cobbled deep slate, do I have any cobbled deep slate? Oh wait, I've got deep slate tiles there. There we go. Where's my axe? What are you doing in there? In you go. Right then. That is... Huh. Actually no, I need to put rails on that central bit, but for the most part, I'm finished down here. I think the only things I want to do is put rails on there, and I also want to put a staircase going down about here, because that scaffolding in the middle of the floor is kind of dumb, and I want to have nice access to this. Mainly to occasionally rub it in Cosmic's face. I mean, what? No, I would never do something like that. That would be cruel. I'm not going to go up far, I'm just going to go up one level. Because I'm going to have to sort through all this stuff, but I'm not going to subject all of you guys to that, because frankly that would be cruel. It's painful enough for me to watch me sorting stuff. I'm not going to subject all of you to it as well. I do now need to figure out... I'm assuming you guys can all hear me. I've muted the desktop audio. I don't know if that mutes you guys hearing me as well. I'm hoping not. Anyway. I'm going to find someone for us to raid. Who do we have live? Music Man, My Puppy Taylor, or Cricket? Does anyone have any preferences to who we raid? Because I don't have any objections. Or I could roll a dice. Actually, you know what? We have not raided cricket before. So, we'll raid cricket. Um, right, I need to actually set that. I will set that up in a second because I'm supposed to tell you all to go and follow my Twitter because I don't know. I'm pretty sure you all already are. But follow my Twitter and I try and remember to post there when I'm going live. I try. I think I've been successful recently. Um, yeah, I will be back well, I should be back tomorrow at an earlier time, unless Cosmic's not streaming. So it will either be 6:30 or 8 o'clock. I will put it on Twitter when I actually know, and then of course I'll be going live. Um, yeah, and then next week is fun week. I need to figure out what I'm doing. Raid message, Hunter raid. Always Hunter raid because I haven't got anything funny to add on to that yet. I'm sure I'll figure something out. There was a problem starting the raid. Please try again in a minute. Don't you just love technical difficulties? Why is there a problem starting the raid? Am I not allowed to raid cricket? Right, guess I'm raiding someone else then. Let's try Music Man 1017 instead because that one might actually... I've raided him before, so... There we go. We're going to Music Man instead. Because that one actually allows me to raid him. Yeah. Message is Hunter Raid, and I will probably see you all tomorrow in Cosmic Stream. If I don't see you first in my own. Bye.